We're going to switch gears now to basketball. Let's just talk Team USA real quick. Steve Kerr is not expected to continue as Team USA head coach. Ty Lue and Eric Spoelstra are the top candidates to replace him if he does, in fact, leave. So, I mean, I think Eric Spoelstra is a hell of a coach. I think Ty Lue is a good coach. I think Spoelstra is just otherworldly, though. I really think he'll do a great job as Team USA head coach if he does end up taking over. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, he's definitely got to manage the Heatles, as they been nicknamed recently that I've seen here.
Mhm.
So he's good with superstar personalities and being able to balance that. And my experience of watching Ty Lue, he's only had LeBron and didn't really do a good job of balancing any other kind of superstar mentalities after that. So I definitely agree. Eric Spoelstra should be a good candidate for the next USA men's coach.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to be the guy that gets the job.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, and just one more note that came in after we started recording, actually. Steph, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Edwards were all drug tested immediately after the gold medal game. So after the Sky fucker fucked the Sky against France, they're like, no, he had to have been cheating. It's chemicals or something. And then, but nope, he's clean and he gets to keep his gold medal. And fuck you, France.
What could he have been doing to doping? Is that what they were trying to catch him?
Yeah,
on?
I mean, they do random drug testing during the Olympics for these team sport. Well, for everybody, but like the team sports, it's like they don't drug test everybody all after every game. They pick and choose. So it was Steph. Steph really, after those 4 threes in the last 2 minutes, tested? It was Steph, it was Katie, and it was Ant Edwards.
Anthony Edwards was like, I wasn't even a part of the gold medal game. I scored 2 points.
Oh man. I saw that and I was like, oh, I better type this in real quick. I want to make sure I say this.
That's funny, that's hilarious. All right, I hope Steph handed to him and be like, this is gold piss right here, baby.
Yeah. That's right.
Also, too, it's not on here, but I do want to point out that Steve Kerr announced that the Warriors, following the last day of media, which is September 30th, if I believe correctly, the team will then be boarding the plane to stay in Hawaii for the BYU, classic game that they have going on in Hawaii, and they're going to be staying in Oahu as a team building event because a lot of them feel that it's going to be the ushering of the guards because Steph's got 2 years, Clay's got 2. I'm sorry. Steph's got 2 years, Kerr's got 2 years, Draymond's got 2 years left. And so they kind of felt like this is a time to grow and bond the team, knowing that the younger guard will be taken over eventually. And I just think it's a great excuse to tell your boss that I just want an all-inclusive paid trip to Hawaii and, you flip the time. All right. That's what I would do.
Worst things have happened, right? Worst things have happened. And they're going to be going at probably a pretty good time, I would think, end of September.
Yeah, it's excellent time.
It's not going to be boiling hot,
Yep.
Nice and warm, nice and toasty. Yeah.
So the other thing that they said too was that they're doing it more or less for the last of the trio. So Dre and Steph, and then now Kerr, if you're adding that into it as kind of a coping method.
And Looney.
And Looney, yeah, don't forget about him. I know he's the fourth member everyone forgets, but I think they're doing it as a coping method too, because of the fact that Clay's not going to show up to spring training, and I think that hasn't hit them yet. And I think what it does is going to be or
training camp.
Mm-hmm.
Spring training.
So,
okay. So, I mean, let's just talk. They released the NBA schedule on Thursday. So we're going to do overall highlights. And then I found some interesting stuff about the Warriors specifically. We'll talk about that after. But just overall to start, the season is going to start on October 22nd. The NBA Cup is going to begin on November 12th. And then the semifinals are going to be December 14th, and the finals, the championship for the NBA Cup, are going to be December 17th, and those are both going to be in Las Vegas. The NBA trade deadline is going to be February 6th at noon Pacific time. All-Star Weekend is going to be a few days later, February 14th to 16th. Final day of regular season is April 13th. NBA play-in tournament is going to be the few days after that, the 15th to the 18th. And then The playoffs themselves begin April 19th. And then depending on how the playoffs go, that's when like the official, schedule will be set for the finals after that. So let's talk the Warriors specifically. They're going to be on 36 of their games are going to be on the national schedule. There's going to be 10 on TNT, 9 on ESPN, 5 on ABC, and then 12 on NBA TV. So those NBA TV ones are also definitely going to be like the local guys as well. I would think they're not going to be exclusive, you know. So that's good. That's interesting. If you happen to live outside of the area where the Warriors market is, but you still want to see them, you get to see almost half of their games, man. I mean, so plenty of Warriors to be seen if you have just regular old cable and not
Right.
having to get league pass or anything. So the season opener is going to be at Portland for the Warriors on the 23rd of October. Clay's return is November 12th. That's actually the opening game of the NBA Cup as well. So and then the Christmas game is going to be against the Lakers at home at 5 p.m. That's another one of those nationally televised games. MLK Day game, Monday, January 20th versus Boston at 2 p.m. I did notice there's a few long road trips. So you got the longest road trip is 7 games from in February from the 5th to the 21st. 6 of those games are going to be before the All-Star break, and then 1 after the break as well. So it's a long time there before you hit the All-Star break. So there's also going to be a 6-gamer and 2 5-game road trips as well. As far as homestands go, there's a 7-game homestand in March. That's
nice.
March 8th to the 20th. And then twice in the schedule, there's 8 home games in 9, including 6 in a row. So that's, huge chunks of time at home as well. December 23rd to January 7th. There's 6 in a row home games, and then you go on the road to the Clippers, and then you come back home for 2 more. So not a very far road trip at all. So that's a nice home stretch. And then again later in January, the 18th to February 3rd, you have the 6 in a row at home, and then 1 more road game to Sacramento. So like again, you don't even hop on a plane for that one. That's
that one's nice.
That's going to be 2 really nice, chunks of time at home, and a 7-game homestand on top of that as well. So
I read something that this is the first time since 2016 that the Warriors will not be the closing game on Christmas Day. So at least we get to watch them early. We don't have to, stay up till like 9 o'clock. Boo-hoo for us.
I know, right? It's the hard knock life, right? Okay.
I like that these stretch of home games are like kind of closer toward, or at least the last one there, I should say, the 7-game homestead's like kind of closer towards the end of the season. I think that's super beneficial as opposed to last year we were on the road towards the end there. So, and then the year before that where we, basically won 1 road game, it seemed like. Jesus Christ. I think we won 11 or 10, something like that.
Yeah, that
ridiculous.
It was rough.
Oh, I like it. It's a good schedule so far.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go into the nitty gritty of like super specific, like 3 games in 4 days. I didn't look at any of that kind of stuff. I just wanted to see, home stands, just get a big picture. What are we looking at? High level, 30,000 feet up.
So where do you think they end up at, like seating wise? Where do you?
I think that this is probably like 45, 50 wins, which is, play-in tournament. I think that's probably what we're looking at right now, unless something happens that I don't see coming.
So 46 wins last year got them into the play-in.
Right.
So yeah, I would agree 45, 46 as this roster is constructed right now. Yeah, 45, 46.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're losing the veteran leadership of Clay, but you're also gaining the lack of you're gaining not having Clay being inconsistent in the lineup as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
I think that's probably a lateral move. I mean, and if the young guys take a leap forward, maybe they hit 50 wins or 52 wins even. Like, I mean, if
that's
things
really
break our way, like things, we need things to break our way a little bit to get there. But I mean, It's possible. It's absolutely possible. It's like there's a universe where that happens, and it could be this one.
So
You
there's a
know?
report that obviously all the guys have been working out. Moody's been having his workout tape along with opening up camps in Africa, and then also Kaminga has been on a workout tear this summer, like more than I've seen him do in the years prior. So hopefully that results to good things. I mean, usually when these guys post these videos, they have wonderful seasons. Like Poole had one of those where he posted nothing all summer about his breakout, and then he had a breakout year, and then we got that big contract when they won the championship. So apparently Brandon Pazinski has gotten rid of the floater because it doesn't work in the NBA yet. So he's not even going to focus on it. He's focused a lot more on his 3-point shooting, and he's also lifted weights to be bigger too. So he's taken the Steph Curry rope. So we'll see. I mean, you could get a surprise 50 wins, but don't bank on it. I think 45, 46 is like